It is time for Buhari government to account for wrong done to Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB leader's lawyer. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. The lawyer said the Nigerian government cannot have an advantage on infringing on Kanu's human rights at this period because the global institutions have gotten involved. Now the news in detail. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, lawyer to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has said a number of compelling applications will be had on the 10th day of November 2021, when the IPOB leader appears in court. The lawyer said the Nigerian government cannot have an advantage on infringing on Kanu's human rights at this period because the global institutions have gotten involved. Ejiofor said this in a statement to give an update on the legal team's routine visit to Kanu, which was made available to Sahara reporters on Tuesday. He stated further that Kanu's supporters should remain focused, adding that his client had been briefed on the United Nations Working Group's involvement in the matter. The statement read, "Our today's routine visit to our client, Nnamdi Nnamdi offers us a unique opportunity to review our approach to build on the substantial progress so far recorded. He is profoundly grateful for the uncommon solidarity so far demonstrated by Chineke and particularly impressed by your resilience. To this end, he implores you millions of his followers to remain focused, never to be distracted by those who want to exploit the opportunity his temporary absence created for their selfish purposes. He is firm and stable, awaiting patiently for his appearance in court come 10th of November 2021. A number of compelling applications will be heard on the 10th day of November 2021. The full details will be made public on this date. Nnamdi Kanu was properly briefed on the urgent demands of United Nations Working Group and consequences of the failure of the states affected by this instruction to comply with the demands. The world is now asking compelling questions at Free Nnamdi Kanu. It is no longer business as usual. The states can never be allowed to benefit from their own wrongdoing and gross infraction of our clients' rights. The hour has come for those infractions to be accounted for, and the world is now actively involved. Our demand is simple: the unconditional release of our clients, Nnamdi Kanu, and nothing more, because he cannot be tried on speculations. Our client, Nnamdi Kanu, has not committed any offense known to law. Thank you for your peaceful conduct so far. Prayers and supplications. It is yielding much fruit than you can ever imagine. Just note this." Wow. And yes, this particular person here, and the person of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has done nothing wrong than to exercise his fundamental human rights. Him not being alone in this, even the said leader of the Yoruba nation, Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday, aka Sunday Igboho, is also in detention for just exercising his fundamental human rights, which is against the democracy or a democratic system of government. But unfortunately, democracy has run away from Nigeria, has been sent on exile with these kind of things going on, with people being harassed and abused and tagged the enemy of the nation or terrorists of the nation. For what reason? For just exercising the human rights, calling on the government to turn injustice to justice, calling on the government to turn inequality to equity, calling on the government to turn unfairness to fairness. What is their wrongdoing? Calling on the government to make the law supreme and no one should be above the law. Calling on the government to make this democracy true. How is this supposed to be a crime? But unfortunately, just because these particular groups have a color and a symbol, they attack the terrorist organization. Meanwhile, there are people that maim, kill, kidnap, rape, and do all sort of atrocities, and still yet at the end of the day they roam the street freely. They are not arrested. Nothing is done to them. In fact, even when they come and own up to their doings and say, yes, we have raped, we have kidnapped, we have collected ransom, and we have sent people to IDP centers, and of course we have snatched away parents from children, children from parents, and what have you, what happens at the end of the day? The government pardons them, and apart from pardoning them, gives them a means of living. And you keep asking yourself what is going on. Meanwhile, there are people who want freedom. The freedom from bad governance, the freedom from nepotism, from inequality in appointment of fund, allocation of funds, allocation of resources, allocation of appointments. All these things, they want freedom from it. That is the freedom they want. If you say, okay, fine, they are saying they want to be on their own, have you gone down to the root cause? Once upon a time, these people did not want their own. Once upon a time, they enjoyed Nigeria. Once upon a time, they kept complaining of marginalization. Once upon a time, they kept complaining of intimidation and oppression. Once upon a time, they kept complaining that things were not the things that other regions are enjoying, that theirs are not enjoying it. The government ignored and kept quiet. And now, because they can no longer keep saying it individually, they've came together and said, okay, somebody said, I'm going to be your mouthpiece. These people have done nothing wrong, both the leader of a said Yoruba nation and the leader of the Biafran nation. They have done nothing wrong but air the people's minds. They are not airing their minds sincerely. They have aired the people's minds. And because the federal government or the administration has refused to listen to them, everything is now going south. Everything is going south. It is now seeming like these people are too stubborn. Meanwhile, once upon a time, they talked to the government. They were open. Several people called for dialogue. Listen to these people. Hear them out. At the end of the day, you will find out that what they want is justice, fairness, and equity. But yet, the government ignored and refused. People in government has even said it. Those that are holding various government offices have said so. Those that do not the mere Nigerian man has said so. Yet, this government has refused. Dialogue remains the way out. It's like, I do not know why the government will only want to try things out when it is now so sad. When the things have gone so bad. That is where you see them, okay, come together, let's try this out. It is not supposed to do. The government is not proactive. They should be. And it is very saddening that at least if one man is not proactive, the presidency is more than a person. He has panel of cabinet. He has cabinet members. He has advisors. He has those who knows the law more than him. They should put him through, and they should make sure that this particular issue now, it doesn't seem as if everybody is suffering from the same sickness. True.